Okay, right. This is Dragon Erica, and I shall be making a quick little video here on the basics of Blender. We will be making a very simple object using just simple polygons and whatnot, and the object I will be making is a plane because planes are easy to make. And I'm not going to be making a real plane, though I will show you how you would go about doing that. So let us get started without further ado. My opera. Nice modeling music. Let me just shift this power cable. Alright. First thing we're going to do is, it's a plane. Usually planes have a fuselage, not all of them do. This one is going to have one. So I'm going to hit spacebar, add a mesh cylinder. Why is that playing a second time? What is it doing? No, go to the next one. Thank you. Okay. Rotating that. Okay. There. This is going to be the fuselage of our plane. I'm supposed to be explaining all the basics, so I'm going to delete that and do that again. So you hit spacebar to bring up this add thing. To add objects, you don't have to just add. You can edit, select, transform, but there are shortcuts for all these other ones. You just want the add. You can either press spacebar, you can press Shift A, or you can go up top to the thing that says add. All of it is the same thing. So I'm going to hit spacebar, add mesh cylinder. Vertices, you can leave that at default. Radius, depth, doesn't matter. Cap ends, if you turn off cap ends, then the ends are open. If you turn on cap ends, then not that. If you turn on cap ends, then the ends are closed. It doesn't matter since we're going to be closing them in the end anyway. You can do whatever you want. Now I want to rotate this so it's horizontal because our plane's fuselage is going to be kind of horizontal. But if you notice the axis, you can go to the three triangles, the object. Under draw and click axis to turn that on. You can also turn on the name, the wire, x-ray, all that stuff. That's not important. The axis, you notice the Z is pointing on the Z, Y is pointing on the Y, X is pointing on the X. But if you rotate that, you notice it kind of throws it off. So you're going to hit tab to go into edit mode. You can either press tab or you can go down to this drop menu and click edit mode. The other modes don't matter. I'm not going to do that. Edit mode. You're going to hit A to select all, hit R to rotate. We're going to hit R and then type numbers 90, and either click enter or just click to confirm it. So what I did is the axes are still the same way, but this thing is not horizontal. That's what we want. Simple. I'm going to turn off the axis, and I'm going to just show you some quick shortcuts. You can press 1 to go to front view, 3 to go to side view, 7 to go to top view. If you want to go to the back, you can just press Control 1, Control 3 is right, Control 7 is bottom. So 1 front, 3 left, 7 top, and you can hold Control while pressing those numbers to go to the opposite side. You won't notice it really because we just have a cylinder. If I were to import something that you could actually see it moving, you're gonna see it later. I bet this thing's already like 5 minutes long. Yep, 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna just select this thing and I'm gonna come out of edit mode, hit S, Y. Scale it up on the Y axis. We only want it to get longer this way. We don't want it fatter or anything, just want it longer. This is gonna be kind of a fighter jet thing. Let me go to this square with the dots on it to editing mode and click under links and materials. You want to click that thing that says, you see set smooth and set solid. If you look at this, it's kind of bumpy. We don't want it to be bumpy. We're gonna hit set smooth, makes it smooth. Set solid, bumpy. Set smooth, smooth. Sometimes you actually do want it set solid. Don't think that you don't ever. But set smooth is usually for characters and things that need to look smooth. Okay, so you notice we've got a cross section here, a cross section here, Excuse me, I tend to move really fast in Blender. I'm gonna try and slow down a bit. But if we wanna, okay, let's start shaping this. That doesn't work. We need more cross sections. So I'm gonna hit Control R, and then it makes this kind of pink ring. And it doesn't have to be on the side, it can be wherever. It can be wherever. You can just move your mouse and see where the pink ring ends up. And if you're on a Mac, instead of Control R, you just press Command R. For all the key commands I'm going to be saying, replace Control with Command if you're on Mac. And if you're on Linux, replace Control with Alt, I think. I'm not sure, but I haven't really used Blender on Linux too much, but it doesn't matter. Okay, Control R, and you just click and you can choose where you want it. But if you middle click, it's gonna snap it to the middle. Okay, let's start shaping that. Well, that really doesn't look very good. Looks really stupid. So I'm just gonna hit Control Z to undo. It's the same as any other application on Mac. Whichever the undo command is, it's either Command Z or Control Z or whatever it is. I don't own a Mac, I don't know. So, right. I know on Linux it's Control Z. I actually have Linux. So you press Control R, and you want more than one of these pink things. So you can scroll up, and you get more pink rings. Get more. It doesn't have to be in the middle. It can be wherever you want. Move your mouse, see where it ends up. We're just gonna click. Of course, you can't move them this time because you're adding more than one, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just press B. B is box select. You can click B, drag, select things. B, drag, select things. You can press B twice to get kind of the this brush thing, and wherever you click, it selects that for you. Or you can just press A, select all. A to deselect all. And before I start modeling this thing, actually, yeah, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to press B, box select this front one. I'm going to just make that really small. I'm not going to merge these. I can merge all these vertices into one, but I'm not going to be doing that yet. I'm going to show you why. Actually, let me show you why right now. If I, just scale it down, I can Control R and still add more here. But if I box select this, hit W for special options, click merge at center, it merges them all into one point, so it's just one point. But Control R doesn't work here anymore. It works other places, but not here. I don't know why it does that, but it just doesn't. So usually I just scale that down really small, so I can still Control R, and when I'm sure I have the right shape, then I merge it. Makes it all easier. I'm gonna do the same thing back here. Actually, this thing's gonna be single engined, so I'm not gonna scale that right down, somewhere around there. Oh right, I did say I was gonna show you how you would make something from real life. That just basically involves importing background pictures. So I'm just B, box select, hit S to scale these, scale them, as a circle proportionally. You can hit SX just on the X, or SZ just on the Z. Since I want it to stay cylindrical all the way through, I'm just gonna hit regular S, Control R, middle click, and scale these up. So I've got kind of a bullet shape. It's not what I want. Tab back into edit mode. Oh! Right, I'm pressing Z to switch between wireframe and solid view. Or you should have said that before, but I just remembered. All these basic things I just like natural. B, box select, forward text in the fuselage. G is to grab things, move them around. G, you can hit G, it's gonna grab it wherever, but you can GX to move just on the X, GY just on the Y, or GZ just on the Z. Very simple. I'm gonna hit GZ, and you can move it. You can hold Shift while moving.